Well, when you're trying to work out, how do you pick what you're going to do? And without a trainer pushing you, maybe it's a little bit harder to stick to it.
Yeah, I work really well with someone like yelling at me to do something. No, just kidding. But Dana Brown, our 5-minute fitness coach and the owner of Be Mind Body Fitness in Westbrook, says that the vibe is so important. It's the vibe. It's the vibe.
High vibe versus low vibe.
Yeah. So what exactly does that mean for those who are going, what do you mean by high vibe and low vibe, especially talking about exercise?
Right. So it's important to choose exercises that are sustainable for you. So things that you enjoy, things that make you feel better, energetic, not drained or depleted. So the best thing to do is think about how you feel after a workout, like the next day, do a little body scan. How are you feeling? Because if it doesn't feel good in your body, you shouldn't do it.
But sometimes soreness is not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Right. Yes, that is a very good point. Yes.
It's hard to sometimes like figure out, you know, maybe if like you feel like you just sprained your ankle, then obviously that's a bad kind of soreness.
Right, like an injury versus you did a good workout and your muscles are just recovering.
Yes, you should be able to tell the difference between muscles that were worked and an actual injury, or something that just doesn't feel good. So if someone has an autoimmune issue and their joints become inflamed when they're lifting heavy weights, then that's not right for them. Or if someone is super tight and doing a power yoga class doesn't feel good in their body, then they shouldn't do that. So find things that feel good for you and stick with those activities, right?
But also maybe just the energy of the people who are around you.
Yes, that's a huge part of the vibe. So finding a community that fits for you and an environment that fits for you.
So many people talk about how the community that you've created is such a high vibe. And can you kind of break down and explain for those who haven't been to their studio what they can expect and what that means to you?
Right, I love that. That's the whole goal of having a high vibe studio, yes. So it's just creating a space that is like an escape for people. So you come to refresh, refuel, forget about everything going on outside of the world for even if it's just 50 minutes of your day, but just to feel better and focus on yourself and practice well-being, because really at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. If you practice self-care and self-love, everything else just falls into place.
Right.
So we do that by having really nice music playing when you walk in. It's like an experience for all of your senses, right? So it smells good, everything is clean, and we bring the outside in, freshness, and it just feels good when you're there, right? Like,
and that makes
sense. Is that what you find when you're there? You just feel
absolutely, just calm, but like excited and ready to work out. And I think that that's like the two opposites. You know, you can't like picture calmness with working out all the time. You know, people just like will scroll through Instagram and just see, oh, I gotta do this or that, or you know, I gotta lift like 200 pounds, or you know,
more bang for your buck.
Right. That's not what it's all about. Like you said, you have to start at self-care first, and the rest will literally fall into place.
Right.
And is that sometimes finding the right workout? Because for some people, it might be, you know, like an atmosphere where you are lifting heavy, but for some people it might be Pilates, or it might be yoga, it might be group workout classes, it might not be heavy lifting.
Right.
Totally.
I have good friends that own Iron House Fitness, and there's heavy metal music playing, and you know, they're lifting heavy weights, and that's awesome.
For some people, that is their high vibe.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
My husband, he loves, you know, he loves the lift. That's his thing, and you know, he thrives in that. So, but I think it's so important that everyone keeps an open mind. So, you know, if you're not really into that, maybe check it out. If you're not really into Pilates or something and you haven't done it, don't knock it until you try it.
Right.
Because you might connect with the instructor on a level that you never expected.
Right.
And there's always inspiration to be had.
It's kind of like dating. Like you have to try it. Like try the shoe on, right? Like,
so true. Yeah.
And in terms of, you know, some other high vibe things with exercise, other things to supplement that could be like, we talk about this all the time, water intake, right? Those little snacks that you give yourself throughout the day.
Right, just practicing self-care all the time. And just that raises your vibration. You know, sometimes life gets in the way and we create these blockages in our bodies. And so by having flow and keeping your energy moving throughout your body all the time, energy has to move, it gets stagnant. That just raises your vibration.
So when maybe you're not at the studio or you're not at a workout class, but you have like some of those moments, how do you get through some of those like if you feel blocked, how do you get through that?
It sounds
on
so
your own
cliche,
time?
but breathe. You have to become present. Anytime you're suffering from like anxiety or stress, it's because you're in the past or the future. You have to get yourself back into the present moment. So we work on that a lot in our fitness classes, just learning how to be present. You can do that anywhere.
We have about a minute left, but really quick, I want to touch on something that you're doing that's very unique. It's a very different program that you're bringing to members and the community. It's like, what is it?
We're calling it Harmony.
Harmony.
Yes.
Oh, I saw that on social.
You did? Yes.
Yeah.
So it goes along with what I was just saying, how we create these blockages. And just from my experience, almost 30 years working with women, we create blockages for ourselves, whether it's like guilt or shame, and we create these obstacles and make it harder to reach our goals. So a lot of times when it comes to weight loss or just practicing self-care and being fit, we have to get through those blockages in order to make it happen. So we're doing a workout that focuses on opening all of your chakras, uses sound meditation, sound healing therapy, and movement all in one. So I'm so excited.
Is it like Reiki, but?
No, it's a workout.
Okay.
But the cueing and the music will go along with opening up the chakras.
Interesting.
That is so cool. Where can people learn more about this?
On the internet, BeMindBodyFitness.com, or social media, BeMindBodyFitness.
All right, make sure to visit Dana at the shops at Water's Edge in Westbrook if you want to experience some high vibes.
Yeah.
And we're going to send you off, but we hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow.